Trying something new, here's some movie news for you. Elle Fanning has been offered the role of Effie in the new Hunger Games prequel known as Sunrise on the Reaping. Now, the last installment of Hunger Games kind of fell flat for a multitude of reasons, primarily due to the fact that it was so far away from the actual story of Hunger Games that was following Jennifer Lawrence Hunger Games. Her story of Katniss Everdeen kind of carried the interest for that whole franchise, and just scurrying away to another protagonist didn't really resonate with the majority of casual fans of the franchise. And to my understanding, Hunger Games Sunrise of the Reaping is closer to the actual story of the Hunger Games. So we kind of see familiar characters age down. One being this drunk, this was reported, played by Woody Harrelson. This was Katniss' mentor, a depressed person who have already lived through the Hunger Games in his lifetime and tasked to forever be connected to it. Charlie Palmer, that I don't know, gotta be some up-and-coming actor, is tasked and alluded to be the new Hey Mitch, and Elle Fanning is being considered to be the prima donna known as Effie. Time will tell how this franchise will be shaped up, but I'll keep you updated as much as possible. Through the help of Collider, we get a new shot of Scarlett Johansson and Rupert Friend in Jurassic World Rebirth. This is one exclusive shot coming from them. Not much about it on the website, but a whole bunch of ads. No dinosaurs, but you can expect a intense scene when they enter the water based off the picture they leaked today. Last time we got any news from Jurassic World was the pop-out poster of the new mutant T-Rex known as D-Rex that was showcased at CinemaCon. Other than that, this whole project is a complete mystery, and I enjoy it because at least I know nothing about a film that's coming out. Every other franchise, the leakers are doing a great job keeping us tuned in. And speaking of CinemaCon, we do get a new tidbit of a Thunderbolt dropping, which is the supposed bucket that will be on sale for purchase. You know that boy Chris will be the first one in line to buy this bucket. I don't really buy the bucket. I don't need that much plastic in my life. And this one looks very less creative. It's literally a helmet on top of a cup, and it's Red Guardian. This is coming away by the Cinemark, a movie theater chain. Call me crazy, but I do think AMC did beat them out due to the limousine popcorn vessel. This is way more appealing. It's something you will want to actually sit on a shelf after the film. How you even feel about popcorn buckets? Comment down below. Is it just plastic, another gimmick, or actually something to be interested in? Regardless of the fact, I am extremely excited for Thunderbolts, and I still don't know much about the Century character within the film, and I kind of like it that way. For sure, after the film comes out, we're going to get all those trailers of those amazing scenes that we are anticipating. But until then, it seems like they're keeping him in the shadows. I got some bittersweet news for everybody involved. First and foremost, Robert Pattinson is excitingly teased to be a part of the Dune 3 film as a very unique character that I'm get into later. But the bad news is this is at the detriment of the Batman 2 film that was set to be starting production later this year. Now, as of right now, they're saying that Robert Pattinson is still going to do Batman 2, but it's just going to get pushed back due to his involvement of Dune 3. And in Dune 3, he is set to be an antagonist with a very complex name, but I'm going to tell you everything I know about him. First and foremost, he is somewhat of a political spy going by the name Skytail. And I had to go deep lore because Dune is like a deep lore franchise. Old style books. You gotta get to really read it. And this is what I found out.
One incredible character is that of Scytale, a Tleilax Sioux face dancer. You see, face dancers essentially...
Now, face dancer Skytail is all crazy, like words. Hard to comprehend. The worst part of Dune is the complexity of each word or name or adjective and all that jazz. But long story short, he is a political spy. Somewhat of a young Palpatine in the Star Wars franchise. He plays the version of Palpatine when he's making shady deals behind the politics of the galaxy. I want you to keep in mind in Dune 2, Florence Pugh, It's so hard to say her name, but she's basically the princess of the universe, but she doesn't necessarily agree with the main character, played by your boy. Shout out to him. Duke of Arrakis. And with the help of Robert Pattinson, they gonna finesse their way to the top. Spoiler alert, assassinate the king. Now, how do I feel about this move? I personally agree. I think it's a situation happening over there in Warner Bros. And my reasoning of saying that is the Dune franchise is distributed and created by Warner Brothers, as well as Batman is distributed and created by Warner Brothers as well. So clearly Dune 3 is more of a priority than the Batman 2, whether it be the ticket sales or the script that was turned in. Regardless of the fact, I am a fan of both franchises. I'm excited to see the next installment of both stories. So I see this as a complete win. It's not like we don't have distractions going on in the midst, i.e. Doomsday. All right, so everybody's turning in their best work, and we just gotta enjoy the ride. But comment down below, how do you feel about the add-in of Robert Pattinson in the Dune franchise? Wrong button, but I think it still fit. Now, this is how you reboot a freaking franchise. Predator, under the helms of Disney, that is under the helms of Fox, is heating up. We just seen the first trailer of the Predator animated film, and it looks amazing. Let's take a look. So this is basically the story in between Prey, which was the reboot of the Predator franchise, in my opinion, but not fully confirmed, in the upcoming film, Predator Badlands, which is Predator set in a dystopian future setting. We don't know what the timeline is, but we do know there are major speculations of an Alien versus Predator collaboration happening again due to both film franchises reaching new peaks. Alien Romulus bolstered a new fan base. Like myself, this film kind of made me interested in Alien for the first time ever. I never really cared for the last couple installments. And Prey was a heck of a movie that was released at home, so I didn't do too much work to actually see what the new Predator is all about. Long story short, somebody had a great idea of showcasing Predator interaction with different eras of killers. And the title of this animated film, Predator Killer of Killers. Apparently, in this 3-part analogy film, it will follow the Predator fighting Vikings, samurai, and World War II pilot. I love to see it. Now, this is kind of twofold when you really think about it. Yes, it's showing you how deadly the Predator alien can be, but as well as showing you we about to make a time jump, okay? Because the last Predator film that came out again was Prey, and that was set in the olden days. It was following, you know, Native Americans, early American, before, you know, the colonies and whatnot. So that had to be 1600s, 1700s. U.S. history is fading away from my brain. Everything that's regarding Badlands seemed like it's a dystopian, somewhat like a 2096. We about to see in Badlands what have the human race prepare themselves for to go against the Predator, as well as they're making a pivot in Badlands where the main character played by Ella Fanning is a protagonist, as well as the Predator is a protagonist. So is on the same team fighting against something when we don't freaking know. Now, the animation of this looks fantastic. I don't know if this is like AI helped or anything, but I am surprised that they are willing to release this on streaming platform due to the art style of it. Maybe this is just opening the door, allowing the Predator and Alien franchise to get that X-Men 97 treatment to a degree. I'm not against it. I love animation, so that's a win in our book. It also looks somewhat like the Mutant Mayhem film to a degree, not that it's fully drawn to look like a coloring book like they focus on in that film. But the movement of the character and the fight scenes of the characters is very reminiscent of that, but I am so excited for it. And I like the fact that they're not pulling no punches and this junk about to get gruesome. Shout out to them boys. They doing a big one over there at Predator. Also, now this might be the weirdest update of Avengers Doomsday thus far, but doing my job right, I gotta keep the people informed. First and foremost, spoiler alert ahead, but somebody got a drone and they took shots of the set scene, whole bunch of craters everywhere. Not really telling us much, but that's not what I'm called you here to do. Okay? This is a very cryptic way, but I think I broke it down in the best way possible. Apparently, Marvel released an 8-hour and 30-minute video of Hugh Jackman breathing, similar to what they did with the Chair Apocalypse, where they had a long live stream revealing characters every 15 to 30 minutes. But if my critical thinking skills are still up to par due to the length of the video, as well as it just being some internet gimmick to get people to watch, I'm assuming this is their way of saying that yes, Hugh Jackman Wolverine will be a part of Avengers Doomsday. Why are they playing these internet games? Who the freak knows? Maybe there's some internet department at the MCU that has to generate a lot of views constantly, so they just falling victim to fake hype by rage bait content, aka long live streams of nothing. Now going back to this Doomsday set video, it really tells you nothing, and I don't know. Comment down below. It's somewhat of a moral clause here at the Community channel on YouTube. Should we be covering leaks to this degree? I'll keep going if you guys enjoy it, if I find a fan base that enjoy that type of content. Or should we just avoid all of this and just focus on the official releases of information? I do like the concept of keeping up on a daily basis of how this film is developing. It gets me more excited, but the closer we get to it, the more people get involved, the higher chance of actually seeing something leak worthy. Like personally, back in the day before I even had this, I basically got fed the movie before the movie and I enjoyed it, but it also was some misinformation that made me feel while watching the film, okay, when is this scene coming? And that scene never came, and I felt like I missed the moment due to me waiting for a alleged leak that never showed up. So comment down below, how do you feel about this, as well as do you like this new pivot that the MCU is doing with the internet gimmicks? Me personally, don't like it. I don't know why they just send a tweet up or keep it a secret and we'll see it in the film. And apparently this is a reference to a comic. Are we still acting like we all read the comic books? I know it cannot be that many comic book readers. Other than that, be sure to like and subscribe and keep that notification bell on here for Community. I am Alo. This is a new method. Let's see how well this plays out here at Community, and I hope you have a blessed day.
No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!